new here, hi. I have a lot of construction going on down the street, so I can't do intros and chit chat about before I go thrifting on the weekdays. But future me is here. Right now, I just did the haul. Let's just say we did it well today. And we're going thrifting. So I'm going back to my basics. I tried the East Village last weekend. I found one thing. And it's a hit or miss. Thrifting is like that. We all are aware. But I decided, you know, it's my summer Friday. I'm off at 1 o'clock on these Fridays. If things are well at work, like you don't have to like lock in the whole freaking day. Last summer Friday, I was working till 6. So I signed right off. I said, boom, I'm out of here. And the first thing I did was get ready to go thrift with me. So I went thrifting and we went to kind of Flatiron area, Goodwill, Buffalo Exchange, and Crossroads. And it was amazing. Hate to break it to you, but we're back, baby. We are back and ready for summer. As a quick refresher, I'm looking for summer clothing right now, really like pops of sequin, fun, easy silhouettes and dresses, maybe cute tops. I've actually thrifted quite a few bottoms this year and I'm lacking in tops, but here I am drawn to more bottoms. I thought this sparkly sheer skirt was cute. I think it went to like a top as a set, some Sandra right when I walked in. I like to look at the designer section first just to get a heads up of like what is in there. I saw this golf sweatshirt and I thought it was really nice. The multi-embroidery is super cute. I can tell that this is a nice sweatshirt literally from the tag. So there's a tag on the hem, there's a tag in the actual neck, there's a content tag. If something has a lot of tags in it, I know it's well made. I thought this terry cloth romper was really cute. It's Urban Renewal. I don't really know much about Urban Renewal. I thought it was a nice bright summer option, so I held on to it. This Goodwill was so busy. It's like about 1:45 on a Friday, and it turns out not only do I have a summer Friday, but the rest of freaking Manhattan has one. So the girlies were out, they were shopping, they were crowding. It was really hard to stay focused and like not get annoyed. I started thrifting in COVID and literally I would go in and there might be one other person in the store and slowly, and it's honestly good. Like obviously there are girls out here posting thrift content, buy secondhand, sustainability is important, don't overconsume, which is what I've just been shouting into the freaking void for 5 years. But now the girlies are going and everyone's shopping and dropping off Zara and more cheap things and not as much vintage. So like the cycle is continuing. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm obviously going on a rant, but we were shopping. And there are things we can find. Like I already found that Sandro skirt, which that skirt probably retails for like $250, $350. But I can't really tell if I am just more picky when it comes to the clothing I'm consuming as far as construction, quality, brand, fit, style. Like I don't know if it's that or if it always was pretty fast fashion-y and I just didn't really recognize it, or if we are like buying more secondhand like overall. I don't know. When did you guys start thrifting? When did you start getting interested in thrifting? Like when did you start watching types of videos like this? Like it's definitely a niche category. This is not like what a ton of people do. I think it's more common in bigger cities like New York, but I'm just curious, what are your vibes? And while we're on the topic of me chatting while you watch me thrift, I have to know, did you guys like the videos where I drew an aesthetic out of the jar and like thrifted that? Or do you think it's just easier to showcase this is the aesthetic I'm going for and this is what we're thrifting? Because I could do both, and I kind of want to do it again, but I'm also like, isn't it worth it? It's a lot of work. As you can see, not my typical length of skirt, but I was kind of intrigued. This romper definitely would not have fit. I'm a little bit too tall for it. It was a bit junior. And that was it. That is a wrap from the Goodwill. On to Buffalo Exchange, one of my second favorites. So much costuming, so much fun pizzazz. You never know what you're going to get. Like, you can get some freaking mop-like heels. You can get a cute Zara top. All the things are here. And here I started to be like, okay, I really kind of need to focus on the Paris side of my vacation and even just like being in the Hamptons for the summer. Not that I don't have enough clothes already. I'm sure you know that I do. But as far as like being able to pick things out of a crowd of a bunch of crap, okay, that was rude. A crowd of a bunch of different styles and very under merchandised, it can be hard to pick out something and say like, oh, that's cute. You have to really think of it outside of the store you're in. So, you know, I was kind of tapping back into that. Now, this solid and striped cover up, $20, new with tags $128. I don't know how But I also was like, what? Like, do I even need that? I literally live in New York City. I don't wear a swimsuit more than like once a summer in the actual city. So like, anyway, I stopped into this cute, very vintage store. This was giving true vintage. All the vintage from the Goodwills, it's showing up in here. I can tell you that much. Just kidding. I'm sure it's sourced from like all over the world. This is really cool. It's like by the pound, which not really sure how that works, but very interesting. I think this is somewhere like my mom would like. It's very much timeless stuff, like so many dresses. I feel like it's a little bit costuming to me just because it is so literal vintage. There's not a mix in of new trendy clothes like the Crossroads usually are, or like the Buffalo Exchange usually are. I feel like I would have needed more time in there to really like shop and dive in. Anyhow, into the Crossroads we go, hoping to find some things right before it closes. I think I had like 30 minutes. You know, you only have 30 minutes. 30, yes. Okay. So, I did find this skirt, made me stand in this fitting room until it almost freaking closed. I couldn't tell if it's too small or if it's just perfectly too short, too young, classy. Long story short, I put a vote on my Instagram story. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, especially if you like want to have a say or a sneak peek into my thrift with me's, because it usually takes me about a week or so to upload and post these. Anyway, so I couldn't tell if it was too long or not. And with this top, I was like, maybe it's cute with a top like this, so it's not as young, but like maybe that's not it. I don't know. Whatever. Spoiler alert, I did buy it. Listen to these. Wait, hang on. Whoever said New York City doesn't have enough nature has not walked through a park, I can tell you. Okay, we're back from the thrift. It was such a fabulous day, and I had such a good experience at the Goodwill. At first I was like, oh god, this is like a rehash of last time where I literally found one thing, and as we've talked about, that does happen. It is thrifting, it's not a guarantee. And as much as I would love to waste my dollars to give content, I'm just not in that space right now. Okay, so we did get things though. Okay, ready? Are we ready? I don't think you are. So we have this, I looked up the designer, Crochet Parisian. So of course I'm into it because it's Paris. Do I get my light out? I think I do. God damn it. It's like super bright. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so I got this. It's Crochet from Paris, and I feel like it is really cute. I need to try it on. I'm so curious about the length, but I will do a full like outfitted, you know, try on haul like my usual. Okay, so then I got this Sandro skirt, which I was like, let me go ahead and just hem this about 4 inches, like genuinely. Like maybe I try to do more of a bubble moment, but I think it'll be nice in the winter time. It is like a heavyweight polyester, and it's more of a twill like fabric, so it's not breathable, it's not for summer, but it was only $20 and it's Sandro, and like if I chop it to bits, well, that would suck. I could resell it maybe for like 50, but I think I'm gonna try because I do love the snaps, and even though it's polyester, it's still a vibe. And then the last thing I got at the Goodwill, which I didn't even really talk about, but I was at the checkout, and you know I was looking for a striped denim last week. I was looking hard, and these frame denims were just screaming at me from down the street, and I'm a little worried they're like full bell bottoms, like full 2016 bell bottoms from like Let's Go to Nashville. But in the case that they're a little chic, I think they'd be great with like a white tee and very California. So then, are you ready? I did get this. So I was literally so on the fence because it really reminds me of something I would wear in college. Not even in college, it's pretty bare. Like it's bare. Like this is really high up, but to be honest, I looked it up online and they sell it on Revolve. I've never heard of it before. Amanda Uprichard, New York. So I tried it on and it fits perfect. I'm imagining like a really nice heavyweight sweater like halter top and a sandal and like a cute beach bag, some kind of like fun pop beach bag, and my hair in a ponytail, large earring. That's what I'm looking for. So those are the 4 things that I got, and I will do my try on haul now. So I'm so glad you're here with me, Stone. I'm gonna style up first this polka dot blouse. So I looked up this brand and it's actually from the runways. Coche, like it has a serial tag in it. I'm like, I don't know, maybe it was on literally on the runways, or it was like a sample, or something happened, but I think it's so nice. I love that the ruffles are even at the hem, so the hem is literally attached, and it's just very very, very well made. It's all seamed pieces. So this is where the like nerd designer in me is, because in corporate world, you have to think about massive units of production. So like over thousands of the same item being produced, mass market. And this is probably a small batch because each section of here is seamed, and you can tell it's fully lined, and the lining itself even has seaming, like in the princess seam. But the pattern is, if you look inside here, I don't know if you can tell totally, but the ruffles follow the seam. So this is a piece, and then this is sewn in to the princess seam around, and then at the side seam it attaches. So there's a seam in the back panel of this as well that the ruffle is inserted into. Like, and then the hem, usually you would just have to have it like not attached, because it's hard to make sure that it's not gonna like pick up here at the bottom and like act a little funky. So the fact that they pulled this off without it being like an attached lining, or like even just not lining it at all, is really impressive. Not to mention, like, all these ruffles go all the way around at the insert into the sleeve. Like, it has binding here, so like the finishes are just top notch, and like it helps that it's adorable. So now that we've geeked out a little bit, let's try this on. Literally so stinking cute. I love the detail on the sleeve. It's very Renaissance. And then I feel like these crisscross ties are gonna be very much back. I feel like it's very 2016, but I think it's gonna be back. So then I'm thinking I need to do some kind of fun skirt for like a night out version. So we can either do the little mini or bubble. The thing is, I don't know how the bubble is gonna look. Like, I think I'd have to tuck in the top. So I think I'm gonna go with straight, because I don't think I wanna tuck in the top, right? Okay. So I'm not 100% sold on this mini skirt either. I still need to find a pair of black shorts. Like, I feel like a little mini short would be really good. We'll just stick with it for the first outfit. I want to do a pop of red, obviously. So we have my little red kittens. Maybe this will help. Okay, this is like too short, but I like the proportion better. Like, the top is just a little bit of a weird length. All good though. Okay, not bad. Could be better. Boom. First way, I would maybe wear it, but let me try with the jeans, because I think that's where I was like in my head leaning. So I put on my more casual, chill, baggy Abercrombie jeans, and I feel like it gives a very relaxed vibe. I do kind of like the cuff, but let me uncuff it just to see. I feel like something's off. I can't put my finger on it. Okay, I think uncuffed is the vibe, is the way to go. And then maybe we add my bag. No. Maybe it's like, let's lose the heel, let's put the red bag with it. So it's not too much pop of red, you know, we can't do both. And then we'll try a loafer, so it's more casual. Put back the cuff. What do we think of this? Like, a little more casual, shopping, work. I kind of like it. Do we think? What do we think? Do you like it? I could definitely see myself wearing this in the fall. Okay. Next up, the Sandro skirt. So clearly this is like way longer than anything I ever buy, but because it was only $20 for Sandro, I thought like I could try to hem it. Like, it's really good drape, but like if I could just take off literally all of that so it's short, I think I would like it better. But she's frilly. Okay. Let me just put on my tank top and show you the vibe. Okay, sorry my bra is like so shiny underneath, but I did a little bit of a fun low back, long sleeve basic to take this out of like an older vibe as an attempt. I love when people put like watches and bracelets over the top of their long sleeve top. And then I think this is what I had the loafer out for, but like scared. Maybe we really dig into corporate land, but the top doesn't really go. I feel like I would need actually to do a nude heel. I think this would be the route to take. I don't know. These stilettos are so tall. Okay. Boom ba doom. Then we have a bag. I mean, I'm definitely classy, but you know me. I'm cutting this thing, I'm hemming it, and calling it a day. Like, there's no chance I keep it this. It is cute though. I feel very classy. This type of girl does not like go to the dive bar till 3 in the morning. Maybe I should keep it. Okay, we're kind of jumping. So this was from the Crossroads, actually. I ended up getting this because I felt like it would be good for St. Tropez, and I sent it to my friends, put it on my Instagram as like a, what do you think? And initially I was like, oh god, I've aged out of this, but then I was looking at it and I was like, it's very comfortable with the short underneath. It's stretchy and this like construction was nice, so I did end up getting it, obviously. I've had a hard time picking out what to wear with it, so I thought once I had this top on, like, is it cute with black? Because I feel like people are either like die hard, I add white tops with my pops of color, and that's usually the lane I stick in, but is it actually kind of chic with black? But then again, I'm not going to be wearing a black long sleeve in the summer time unless it gets cold in the south of France at night. Like, does it? I feel like that might be a thing. I feel classy somehow in this mini skirt. Something about this top. You have to tuck the bra straps in a bit, but okay. Cute, right? And I looked up this brand. It's like all over Revolve, so I feel like it's good. Nice construction. I actually really like it with these stilettos because the heel just like, the leg just continues. And they're tall, yeah. Think of me. Dancing, dancing. Okay, let me try it on the way I thought. So here it is with the white. Clearly more casual, beachy summer. I will say, now that I'm a knit, like, cut and sew designer, I cannot stand the way this hem is looking. But I do love the texture, like, knit fabrication here, and it has good recovery. This is actually, weird thing, this is a Forever 21 tank top that I've had for like 10 years. Weird. Some of these Forever 21 things I've kept hold of for so long, but it might be time to get rid of this. I do also kind of like the neckline. It's kind of fun. I'm kind of into this. Okay, now, the shoe I was planning to do are these studs, which I think is what I'll probably end up packing for my trip over like a stiletto, unfortunately, because like carry on suitcase, stilettos, I don't know about that. So let's try. I mean, these are cute too, right? They're fine, they're beachy. They're like, okay, here's a party. I think I need to go shopping for like good white basics to go with all these beautiful fun skirts I've been finding between the Tory Burch, the sequin, this, the new Missoni, which you may or may not know about. It's like I need to have like really good tops. Like good tops are on my list now. All right, as you know, I've been looking for a pair of striped fun jeans and we found them, but they are bell-bottom flare pant. But like they do fit. I just feel very country now. So let's try to style it in a way that maybe I'd wear in Manhattan. So starting off with two options, I have either this cropped button down, but it has a very country Midwest feel to it with like the different stitching, the back panel, or I have this oversized chill one. I'm kind of curious what this is gonna look like on. So let's start there. She's a little bit country. She's a little bit rock and roll. I feel country. I feel Nashville. So we can either dress it up or down. I think we'll dress it up because the other one I feel like could be casual. I have these old Coach pumps that are navy. Suede, have some beautiful detailing vibes. We have this bag. Oh my god, I feel like very like Nashville girl, you know. Maybe it's time I get back to the rodeo. What do you think? Was it a good last minute decision? Blue button down, clog, loafer mule. I don't know. Okay, I think they're too long to have a flat shoe on. And I don't know if I can cuff these. Yeah, you can't really cuff a boot cut. Flare cut, I mean. Okay, let's just see. No, I think you have to do a heel, unfortunately. Those tall clogs aren't gonna cut it. Let's try these. Okay, I kind of look rich. Well, I almost just fell. Do you know what I mean? Like a rich dance mom. Me if I never left Missouri. Core. Honestly, who knows? I'm glad I got them. They fit really well. Like, I feel like I look good in them. Well, we did amazing. We got 4 items, which is so much better than the last time I went thrifting. And I feel like we got some fun things and some staples, and I feel like ready for my vacation for the south of France. I need to focus a little bit more on Paris. I have like some dresses and things. I need to shop my own closet before I get too carried away and just like make my entire personality clubs in the south of France for all of summer and New York City, because it's like I'm going to the Hamptons too, so I need to like lock in there. But I might rewear some outfits from last year. I'm not above a rewear. Actually, I prefer it, because why else would I have bought something if I didn't want to wear it more than once? Okay, this is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe, post new videos weekly, sometimes twice a week, blah, 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 Mallory Elida. Subscribe, check out my Instagram if you want to follow along while I thrift. I do post polls like 98% of the time, and I post them, and then I'm like, do I need? I literally was in the DMs of a friend from back in the day, and I was like, do I need these jeans? And she was like, no. And then she messaged me and she was like, actually I kind of like them, they're only $20, like maybe you should try it out. So we did, and honestly I'm glad I did, because now if I ever find myself at a country concert, we have the outfit. Okay, anyway, I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.